Tragic details about former GMA anchor. TJ Holmes was used to discussing topics of interest during his time on Good Morning America, but he was the one who made headlines in November 2022. As reported by the Daily Mail, the morning news anchor was seen canoodling with his co-host Amy Robach in New York City and had apparently been dating her for 6 months. While on-set romances are hardly new, Holmes and Robach were married to their respective partners at the time, which caused many a side-eye. The following January, ABC announced that Holmes and Robach would be leaving GMA. A network rep stated, "After several productive conversations with Amy Robach and TJ Holmes about different options, we all agreed it's best for everyone that they move on from ABC News. We recognize their talent and commitment over the years and are thankful for their contributions." Per Variety. Since then, the two have moved on to other projects. However, the road has been far from easy for Holmes, who had also faced difficulties in his life prior to the scandal, including a long private struggle with his mental health. It's just one of the tragedies the former GMA anchor has been through over the years. TJ Holmes was found passed out after the GMA scandal. TJ Holmes and Amy Robach's affair was one of the biggest news items of 2022, and they opened up about the after effects a year later. In the premiere episode of the Amy and TJ Dog podcast, the two revealed a harrowing incident during which Robach thought her boyfriend was dead. She shared that the day after their illicit relationship was made public, Holmes cryptically texted her, "I'm sorry, you were the love of my life." When he didn't answer after multiple phone calls, Robach rushed to his apartment to find him passed out on his bed. Initially fearing that he was dead, she was able to revive him. As Holmes recounted, he had gone home after work and started ingesting copious amounts of liquor and marijuana. "I didn't stop for several hours and took who knows how many weed edibles," he stated. In a January TikTok video, Holmes told viewers that following the scandal, he went dark on social media and called the aftermath a year of hell. He added, "I guess going through it, I would call it the worst year of my life." Looking at it with fresh eyes, Holmes shared that he now considers the drama a blessing in disguise and credited Robach for standing by his side. TJ Holmes struggled with depression alone for years. Viewers of Good Morning America watched TJ Holmes display his chipper personality when he first joined the show, but they would never have guessed that he was struggling inside. In his podcast, Amy and TJ, he revealed that the early days of his career at ABC News were some of the hardest he's gone through. Holmes stated that he was diagnosed with moderately severe depression in 2015, and after joining GMA3 in 2020, he had thoughts of suicide while also excessively drinking alcohol. During his dark periods, he would walk over 5 miles from the ABC studio to his house and just roam around in the middle of the night because he didn't want to go home. I can tell you there's a bench on 14th Street just west of Union Square where I have actually slept at night. I was the best dressed homeless man you have ever seen in your life, he shared. Holmes had previously opened up about how he deals with depression on GMA. The news anchor stated, "I go on lockdown. I disappear. I keep to myself." He also revealed that when he was diagnosed, he didn't talk about it for years and just kept it to himself. However, Holmes eventually started talking to his friends, including Amy Robach, and urged viewers to reach out if they needed help. TJ Holmes' friends dropped him after the GMA scandal. TJ Holmes and Amy Robach may have found love together, but it also came with a price. When news of their affair broke out, many were naturally shocked, including the couple's Good Morning America crew. Amy and TJ have lost a lot of friends who are co-workers over this. They can't talk to them or trust them, a source shared with Us Weekly. The insider went on to say, "Amy and TJ are sticking together and putting on a united front. They really only have each other right now." During the June 12th episode of Amy and TJ, Robach recalled going to work at GMA and receiving support from their colleagues. However, Holmes stated some of it was BS. His co-host agreed by stating that when the scandalized couple and ABC agreed to part ways, Everyone from the studio ghosted them. Holmes admitted everybody's trying to hold on to their job. They don't want to be seen as being an ally of the two people that ABC News doesn't like. We get it to a certain degree. TJ Holmes suffered a grueling injury during a marathon on October 13th. TJ Holmes concerned fans when he posted pics of himself in the back of an ambulance. "So, this happened. Full story to come," he wrote on Instagram. His girlfriend Amy Robach shed some light on what happened in her own post and revealed that the two were running the Chicago Marathon when Holmes was unable to complete it just a few miles before the finish line. If you swipe, you'll see our earlier photos when we were well on our way to 26.2. I'm happy to report TJ is on the road to recovery now, and after 5 months of training, we are both hoping for redemption at NYC's marathon in less than 3 weeks, she explained. Holmes later told his Amy and TJ podcast listeners of the marathon day, "Every single thing that could have gone wrong went wrong. According to him and Robach, they couldn't find their tent, which contained water and food, so they began the race without any fuel." As the miles went by, Holmes, who has had issues with his left Achilles tendon, felt a pull in his right hip. "Now, I am compensating by putting more weight and emphasis on the left leg, which is already injured, and that is where everything falls apart," he stated. Ultimately, Holmes had to be carried away in an ambulance, and although he was heartbroken at not completing the race, he revealed that he still had the New York City Marathon to look forward to. TJ Holmes has had tough moments in his relationship with Amy Robach. Every relationship comes with its fair share of issues, and one sign TJ Holmes and Amy Robach's romance might not last is their lack of communication. In an impromptu episode of Amy and TJ, they discussed how they handle conflict differently, with Robach accusing Holmes of being moody and withdrawn at times. I get we all have moods and we all wake up differently and we all feel differently based on experiences in life or things that are happening. I just feel like sometimes when you do have something serious, something pressure-wise, something significant, you do tend to emotionally and verbally withdraw from me, she told him. Holmes answered, "I have bad days. I have really bad days. And I have days that in my head, I wouldn't say space, but I need help, and I don't know where to get it." Another issue Holmes and Robach face is dealing with their busy schedules as parents. "We are together all the time, but either we were with the kids or we were working, and we were working a lot, which is great. We love to work, but we didn't get to have us time," Robach stated in an August 29th episode of Amy and TJ. Holmes agreed, saying, "We might be in an autopilot relationship." He also admitted, "We stopped making our relationship a priority, I think it's fair to say." Since the explosive news that Amy Robach and TJ Holmes were involved in a love affair, they have been broadcasting their relationship in big ways. When their romance became public knowledge, many doubted whether the couple would stick together, but they have, and their relationship is getting pretty serious. Back in November 2022, the television world was rocked after the Daily Mail published photos of Robach and Holmes getting cozy in New York City. The GMA 3 co-host love affair was a complete shock, as they were both said to be married. However, the two have denied that there was any cheating involved and claimed they had been separated from their spouses for a while. Still, many weren't convinced, and it became a big television news scandal. It got so bad that the two co-hosts were taken off the air in December 2022 per People. By January 2023, Holmes and Robach were officially given the boot from ABC and GMA 3. While the drama and loss of a job could put stress on any couple, it seemed to do the opposite for Robach and Holmes. After being let go from ABC, the couple took time to focus on themselves. From taking vacations to running marathons with one another, they were attached at the hip. Per People, now that it's been nearly a year since the jaw-dropping scandal, the two continue to be madly in love, and it's getting even more serious than you probably may think. TJ Holmes took Amy Robach to his hometown. TJ Holmes showed another side of himself to Amy Robach when he decided to take her to his hometown. You may think that TJ Holmes was born and raised in New York City because of his gig on GMA 3, but that's not the case. The anchor was born in West Memphis, Arkansas, and is proud of where he is from. Arkansas is a huge part of Holmes's story, and of course, he wanted to share that with Robach. In October 2023, the former co-hosts took a major step in their relationship after Holmes brought Robach to his hometown for a round of sporting events at his alma mater, the University of Arkansas. Robach was the one to first tease the hometown visit after posting a photo of 2 chairs reserved for the former co-hosts. She captioned the image, "Hog for a night, dog for life, #true love." Not only did Robach visit his hometown, but she went as far as to drop the L word. The couple has been relatively private about sharing their relationship on social media since the big scandal, but it seems the hometown visit was an exception. Holmes posted a carousel of photos hugging and holding hands with Robach. Although his caption was all about the game, the photos said it all and showed that the couple's love continues to skyrocket. Amy Robach and TJ Holmes went Instagram official. In this day and age, it seems like a relationship isn't official until it hits Instagram. When a couple becomes Instagram official, that's when you know the romance is getting pretty serious. Amy Robach and TJ Holmes tried to lay low after the scandal surrounding their love affair broke. But in January 2023, a source told Us Weekly that they wanted to be public about their relationship. They shared, "It's not a fling, and they are seriously in love, and they will be fully open about their relationship now." Although the former co-hosts were ready to showcase their love to the public, they still refrained from sharing too much until August, when they began soft launching their relationship on social media. For the first time, Robach and Holmes shared the same photo to the social media platform, seemingly going Instagram official and confirming their romance was still strong. However, the post wasn't of their faces, but rather showed their shoes and legs after training for the New York City Marathon. Both Robach and Holmes captioned their photo with the same hashtag of the New York City Marathon, with an emoji of a guy running alongside an emoji of a girl running. Although it was a soft launch to their relationship on the social media platform, it has inspired the couple to share more online. Amy Robach and TJ Holmes have big future plans. Are wedding bells ringing for Amy Robach and TJ Holmes? A source from Us Weekly seems to think that is the next step in their relationship. In August 2023, the source shared, "They're in a good place. They are moving on from all the negative around the affair and looking towards the future together." Well, that future seems to involve a diamond ring on Robach's finger. They continued, "Now the plan is they do want to move in together and get engaged. It looks like Holmes may be getting down on one knee soon."